right? So the first thing is come up with an idea. So here your idea is the main opening point to start with your book. So then when you come up with an idea, you go ahead and then now you research your concept. So you've come up with an idea. So say you want to write something on history and romance. Okay, so now this is the idea. Now this is just a basic idea that you have. Now what you need to do is you need to go ahead and research this concept. Okay, whether these books are already there in the market, how should your book be different from the ones that are already existing. You do not want your book to get lost in the number of books that are available on the specific topic and the same concept and all of that, right? So first thing is you come up with an idea, and then the next thing is you go ahead with the research. You now do the research on your concept. So once you research your concept, then you further go ahead and develop your concept. So yeah, the first thing is you come up, then you research your concept, then now you develop your concept. So when it goes to developing your concept, here you are not actually writing the entire book, but it's like, how many characters are involved and what are the different plot points. So here is when you are just trying to give shape to what your book should look like. So until unless you draw an outline to your book, you cannot get your book together. So the first thing is to draw an outline. So all of these sub points is going to help you to get there. So once you have come up with an idea, you've researched your concept, now you're slowly working on the development part. You would also need to go ahead and consider your audience, right? So who your audience are, whom are you writing for? Would they kind of like the concept that you're trying to, reach out to them? Would they enjoy the plot points that you're trying to play, the theme, the scenes, and every tiny detail? You need to keep your audience in mind before going ahead with any kind of inclusion or exclusion that you want to add or exclude in your book. So you need to consider your audience. Then once, yeah, and this considering your audience, in fact, goes right from the beginning, right from the very first point when you are coming up with an idea, and keeps going on until you have completed your book and until you are trying to, market your book to your audience. So keeping your audience in mind is like a continuous, what do you say, a continuous point throughout your journey. Then next is organizing your plot, right? So now you need to go ahead and organize your plot. So you need to choose a structure. You need to go ahead and choose your conflict type, because no book or no story you see is really happy right from the beginning until the end of it. It has to have some kind of breakdowns or some kind of conflict type. If there are conflict types, it's only then that a story is getting somewhere. And once you have the conflict points or the types or the different breakdowns in a story, it's only then that's going to bring out the emotion, the drama, the challenges, the fights, and the reunions and the breakups, and all of this is really relying on your conflict type. So now you are going to choose your conflict type, or you can say choose your structure. So now there are different conflict types and structures that you can stick to. So one would be man against nature. So say, for example, you are trying to choose a conflict type which is man against nature.